You're listening to The Jacob Valk Show. He's breaking down the latest and greatest in sports as only he can. Follow him on Twitter at RealJacobValk. Here he is, Jacob Valk.
Hello, sports fans! Welcome to another Brooklyn Nets episode of the Jacob Valk Show. I am Jacob Valk, and there are a few things that I want to break down. What they did, or rather didn't do, at the trade deadline. The New York Knicks. I know I'm bashing the Knicks constantly, but this is kind of warranted on a Brooklyn Nets show. And the possibility of Kevin Durant coming back this year. I'll start with them standing pat at the deadline. There's no question that it's frustrating to see every team get better, or almost every team, except the Nets. The Heat got better, the Sixers got better, the Clippers got better, the Nets didn't. And they're not as good as the Bucks or the Lakers. They needed help. They needed a stretch four. They needed better defenders. I'd have liked them to have added another point guard, just in case Kyrie, when he comes back, gets hurt again. It's a terrible thing to say, but it's true. But ultimately, I can't begrudge Sean Marks for standing pat. It was never about this year. Whatever happens this year is gravy. It's all about next year. Even if the Nets get swept in the first round and lose by 20 every game, it's okay. There's a silver lining. You're going to have Kyrie and Durant next year for a full season. Ultimately, the only thing that I can see the Nets doing to get better is to add another point guard. That's it. Maybe a stretch four, but that's it. I don't foresee anything crazy. I don't think they're going to shake up the rotation a lot. I don't think they're going to look to pursue superstars in the buyout market. I think they're just going to look to get better around the edges. Again, it's frustrating. They are a playoff team and they're not acting like it. I understand that. But this is something that I've said before. It's never been about this year. It's always been about next year. And Sean Marks is not going to sacrifice the future for now. Next year, he will do that. You will see him be more aggressive than he's ever been. But not this year. Next year. Alright. On to the Knicks. Now, this may be forcing it a little bit, but obviously there's a rivalry between the Nets and the Knicks, and I wasn't going to do this on a regular episode of the Jacob Valk Show, so I'll do it now. There are actually some people that think that the Knicks can make a playoff push. And there are some Knicks fans that are throwing shots at the Nets saying, oh, we're better than you. You're still focused on what happened last offseason. We've moved past that. Blah, blah, blah. There is no more deluded fan base in sports than the New York Knicks. Sometimes you feel bad for them. Other times, you just want to take them by the shoulders and shake some sense into them. Do you really think that the Knicks are going to make a playoff push? We have 2 months to go in the NBA season. They have to leapfrog 4 teams, and they're 5.5 games out of a playoff spot. What makes you think that the New York Knicks, a team that just traded their best player, is going to make a real playoff push? You Knicks fans are delusional! Are you playing well right now? I mean, it's not like you're going on a Miami Heat winning streak. You're 5-5 in your last 10, and you had a 4-game winning streak before you lost to the Hawks. And if you look at the teams that you were beating, only one of them was a good team. The Pacers. You beat the Cavs, the Magic, and the Pistons also. It's not like you beat the Bucks, the Lakers, and Clippers. Look, the Magic are a playoff team. I get that. But they're not world beaters. They're gonna get swept in the first round. And you're hyping it up like you just won the championship. You Knicks fans are so freaking delusional. Does Mike Miller have you playing better basketball than David Fizdale did? Yes, undoubtedly. Alright? The coaches and the people that came out in defense of Fizdale do look foolish now. I get that. But this guy isn't Red Holtzman. If you think that Mike Miller is such a good head coach, sign him to an extension now. Don't wait to see if Mark Jackson or Ty Lue will come to the Knicks. Sign him to an extension now. Put your money where your mouth is. If you think he's that good, it shouldn't matter who you can get instead of him. Sign him now. But no, you're not going to do that. And you're not going to call for Leon Rose to do that. You know why? Because you don't think he's a good coach. You see what he is. An under 500 coach. The coach of a team that's 20 games under 500. You're lying to everyone saying that this guy's a good coach. Now, will he get an interview? Yeah. He's not a terrible coach, but he's not great. In fact, I wouldn't even say he's good. I'd say he's okay. Alright, if he was that good, he'd have the Knicks in the real playoff hunt. Not this delusional playoff hunt that some Knicks fans will have you believe that they're in. I mean, it's unreal. The Knicks don't even think they're in a playoff hunt. That's why they traded Morris, you idiot! And you're saying that you're better than the Nets. I mean, have you beaten us a couple times? Yeah. Did you destroy us in epic fashion in early January? Yeah. Or, no, let me rephrase. Late December. Yeah, that was Boxing Day. Yeah, that was the first day of the Jacob Valk show. Yeah, alright, it was Boxing Day that the Knicks destroyed the Nets. If you want to say that you're better than the Nets, I can't necessarily say I disagree with you. The head-to-head record does mean something. Alright, it does. I hate to say it, but it does. But you know what matters more? The season record. And the Nets are not a great team this year by any stretch, but they're the 7th seed. Alright? They're 23 and 28. Not great, but not what the Knicks are. The Knicks are 20 games under 500. They're the 12th seed. And there's some people that are still going on about Durant choosing the Nets over the Knicks. I didn't read the interview that he did where he talked about leaving the Thunder for the Warriors, and I'm assuming the Nets came up. Alright, really, both fan bases should shut up about it. It's in the past. Now look, does it mean something for the Nets? Yes, it does. For time immemorial, the Brooklyn Nets will have gotten the two big fish that the Knicks were after. And there was a time not that long ago when that would have been considered impossible. The Brooklyn Nets, for the longest time, have been considered the little brother to the Knicks. And not even that. The distant little brother that you never saw, that was in a different country. At least that's how it was perceived among Knicks fans and the general NBA media. But now they can't say that anymore. Because the Nets got Durant and Kyrie and the Knicks didn't. Alright, it does mean something. Now, if there were really some Nets fans that are still throwing those barbs hardcore, sing a new song. I understand that it's a big deal. Believe me, I get it. No one was happier than me when Kyrie and Durant signed with the Nets. But that was in July. Alright? Let's move past it. Let's focus on now and the fact that the Nets are going to make the playoffs when the Knicks aren't. It doesn't matter that the Nets are going to get humiliated in the first round. At the end of the day, they're still in the playoffs. The Knicks can only dream of that. Don't let the stupid Knicks fans delude you into thinking that they're a playoff team, because they're not. They're not even close to a playoff team. They're playing good basketball, alright? 5-5 in the last 10. They're not embarrassing themselves. But they're certainly not world beaters, and they're certainly not making a playoff push. The last thing I want to talk about is Durant possibly coming back. Now, it's been 8 months since his Achilles surgery, and the usual waiting time is 9 months until a player can get back on the court. And Durant has been rehabbing, and all the signs are there that it's progressing exactly as it should be. He's been running, he's been shooting, he's doing all the drills that you want him to do in this recovery. But I'm still skeptical as to the possibility of him coming back. There's no way that it can be at anything less than 100%. Not 99, not 98, 97. He has to be 100% ready to come back. The Nets have been pretty consistent in not saying that he's going to come back this year. They've said that he's going to miss the full year, and it plays into their narrative of not playing for this year. They're playing for next year. That's undeniable. They're a playoff team that's playing for next year. It's really crazy. The Nets should be as cautious as possible. The last thing that you want to do is rush Durant back, and then he suffers a setback. It would be the most catastrophic thing that could happen to the Nets. So, all in all, I have no problem waiting until next year for everything. A legitimate playoff push and Durant coming back. And Nets fans, fellow NBA fans, don't let the stupid Knicks fans delude you into thinking that they're a good team. You can think that they're on the right path with Leon Rose. You can think that they have a good young core in place, but the record doesn't lie. 17-37. They're the 12th seed in the East. They're not a good team, and don't let anyone tell you that they're capable of making a playoff push. Until next time, my friend, I am Jacob Valk saying that good pitching always stops good hitting, and vice versa.